Alright, y'all. I would suggest, really, honestly, get a book on this stuff. Get a crystal book that's legitimate, that breaks stuff down to its last compound. I'm serious. I don't want to keep going too deep into this crystal stuff because I don't want to bore you on the same subject 9,000 videos later. If I do get back onto this topic, it'll be to show you new ones that I have. This is snakeskin agate, but this helps you, like, I know what this does. This helps you, like, shed. What do snakes do? They shed their old skin and have new. So that's basically what it helps you do, shed your old skin of your light body, bad habits and stuff. I think it's just rhodochrosite. This helps, like, heart chakra. I believe that's it right there on the front of this book. There's a title for you. You should go get it. There's part 2 to this. There's, you know what I'm saying? It's just a thick ass book. That's why it's called a crystal Bible. It's thick as hell. It's got a lot of shit in there. A lot of wind to blow. But yeah, you can program crystals with speech. You can program them with thoughts because they go off vibrations. They give off vibrations. I see a squirrel buddy outside looking for food. Oh man, if he comes over this way, I'm throwing stuff out. Period. Raisins and whatever type of nuts I got in here. See another one. It's crazy. Alright, but yeah, you have to use crystals to your advantage. You can sometimes sleep with them under your pillows, carry them on you at all times in a satchel or some type of personal sack that's hidden on the self somewhere, or in your pocket. I wouldn't advise that. I would advise you to keep it in something safe that is tied to you and isn't gonna get lost, because then you'll feel like shit after you lose them. Like, oh shit, you have to go find you some new ones or purchase them, because that's how you can either find these or purchase these, and that's how it works. And I don't know. So the next magic, I guess we'll talk about sigil magic, and we're going to talk about a different type of sigil magic. You know, tattoos. That's all that is you're putting markings on your body in ink. What do you think you do on paper with ink? What do you think these symbols mean? You could draw these sigils in the dirt and do magic in the dirt. That's using the earth to do magic. Focusing your energy from your higher to your lower, right? My spectrums. Into the earth. Your base chakra. Where you're grounded at. So you could draw sigils in the earth. What you think crop circles were. I think that's a bunch of man-made bullshit too sometimes. I don't know. And they do that and then take pictures like, oh yeah, alien, a lion. You're a lion to me. I don't appreciate that. Damn, I want to go get some hot chocolate. Alright. Shit. Check it out. Sigil magic. Okay, if you get inked up tattoos on yourself, say if you got Saturn tattoo on you, drew that on you, or Jupiter, what do you think that's going to do? Hello, you're putting a sigil on your body. That's almost like rune magic. I'll put that on here too. I'm glad I'm talking about this stuff. There's rune magic. Rune magic is similar to tattoos. It's almost like sigils, but it's like cutting them into something, a rune. Like if you inscribed a rune, like say if you like inscribed a rune on this knife or something like this, right? And you can infuse the magic with you can infuse the metal with magic. Because runes are a written script, almost like this, like Theban. It's almost like this magic language right here. I showed you before. Oh man, right here. Crazy ass table, right? Oh, I got so much crap on it. It's almost like this. Runic's almost quite like this. And you put it on, I'll draw a diagram of it, how it would look on like a weapon or just an item. It could be in a staff, like you carve it in wood or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, you could do that. however the case may be. But it's like runes and sigils. Now, what these things do is they put power into the object that you're engraving it in, because a tattoo is an ink engravement. All you're doing is letting ink engrave into the wood of the paper. You know what I mean? Hello, you're tattooing paper. That's writing on it, or leading your pencil. It's still, you know, it's the same thing. You're using that. What is lead? An element. It's a type of metal. Where is it at? We know lead's bad for your body. Intake lead, called lead poisoning. You know what I mean? Come on. So, like, when you look at this type of stuff, you have to understand what it is as a whole. You can't be lost. Lead 82. It's pretty fucking heavy. Gotta be careful with that. So when you get tattoos or markings on the body, you're basically putting sigils on yourself. You know, if you get someone's name on you, that's bad, because it ties you to them. You know what I mean? If you, anything you get put on your body, I mean, I know it's an expression of art, and I know the tattoo artist is just expressing himself, but in reality, this is really what you're doing. You're putting runes on yourself, no matter what the picture is. It's runic, it's sigil like, and that stuff stays with you. You know, tattoos don't come off. I mean, you can get them to come off, but you're getting your flesh cut as they are doing it. That's cutting into your flesh. So that, I mean, even though the tattoo's gone, you still have had that done. And what I say, runic magic is the cutting in of something. So if you cut into this metal and then inscribe runes on it, it will become infused with magical properties. So that's how sigil magic and runic magic work on solid objects, because you put these sigils or runes in on the object. Like I know you've seen Constantine, where he had runes around his door frame and stuff. That's so, you know, spirit and energies can't pass through there. Like demons couldn't come in his house. They protect you from certain things. But see, when you get stuff tatted on your body, you know not, then that allows things to attack you and attach themselves to you. See, you become attached to the things you get tatted on your body. If you get somebody's name tatted on your body, you can't stand them. Hello, what do you think that does? You know, some people get their children's names tattooed on them, or their late children. You know what I mean? If they had like children that died or something. But I mean, that's like, I understand and remembrance of them, but it's like you're holding on to like that pain, honestly. And that's something, every time you got to look in the mirror, you always see that. You see what I'm saying? It's a reminder of what's on you too, because there is a mirror. There are mirrors that you have to go look at yourself in every once in a while, right? You know, you get out the shower, you gotta check and see if you look cool. Well, if you got that type of stuff on you, you know that's going to harbor energy, because runes and sigils project energy. It's the projection of the inner thought onto the paper or whatever, or onto the flesh or whatnot. You know, when you write this stuff out, this is the inside of my mind, man, and I'm just showing you what I'm thinking about. Whoa, dog's going crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way I'd be able to show you this unless I put it on paper. I mean, I can explain it to you and I can do all this other crap, but what good is that going to do? I mean, it's better to have a diagram of some sort. You know what I mean? So I can at least bring this shit to the table, and you guys can see what I got going on here, and then you can get into it. When you meditate with these two, I will say, you got a second sighted a little bit. That's where you'll see the vibrations, especially when your crystals are charged. Some will get damaged by sunlight, so you have to be careful. Some will be damaged by water. You have to be careful. Some crystals cannot be put in water. You will break them. Just like a computer will be broken if you dumped a fucking gallon of water on it. Okay, well, now they don't necessarily do that, but if you see it crack after you put water on it, you'll know that you've damaged it, just as you would have damaged on a computer that was on and you dump water on it. Yeah, 81's loading up right now. So yeah, this one's Rune Magick and Sigil Magick though. These crystals are sitting here. I guess I get divine downloads from them on the regular, you know, because they're vibrating and resonating with me, and they're listening to all this transient information that I'm coming with. So it's an energy, it's a transfer. Okay, I got my copper scepter. Got my books around me, my dictionary, my hammer, and my grammar. You know what I mean? This is what we got to do at the Transient School. I'm bust this down with you guys. That's how we do it. So, like I said, you have to be very careful with the with that sigil magic and stuff, and symbols. That's another thing. There are different symbols for stuff. You see, there's just different symbols. There's the hexagram. You know, earth, water, fire, air. You know, there's different types of pentagrams that you do. Pinnacles, circles of protection. That's all drawn out. You know, when you draw those type of stars, you do it on the ground with chalk or in the dirt. You draw the planetary symbols, numbers, and stuff like that. And oftentimes you'll find like Hebrew inscriptions using some of those magic circles, and that's actually good. That's why I said, like, English, this shit right here, I mean, we speak it. If you have an extended English vocabulary, good. But you have to understand that this is some bullshit. You got to get into other languages. I said Latin, but that's extremely hard. But I suggest other languages. You have to start. Just get into it. Get into. Learn the Hebrew alphabet. The key to learning languages. The key to learning languages is to learn the alphabet first. Okay, I was told this by somebody very, very wise back in the day. Alright, a dude by the name of GJ from my old hood. Alright, it's called like Word Power Made Easy. He said, in order for you to learn any language fluently, first learn the alphabet. Now, I suggest you learn the alphabet of languages. I don't suggest that you learn a bunch of languages at one time. However, I do suggest that you learn the alphabet to different languages. That way, you will be familiarized with languages, and then your proficiency will grow. Kind of like if you ever play Borderlands, I don't know. I used to play that a lot, and you have you have handguns, shotguns, blah blah blah, different class of weapons. And as you keep using, if your dude keeps using his joint, handgun joint, bang bang bang, he'll get better with it. Okay, so you can use any, like, you can speak any language you want, but you first got to learn the alphabet. And then once you learn the alphabet, then you'll become familiar with the language, how it works. You see? That's how it works. So you'll grow proficiency. It's just like a seed. You plant it and you water it, you nurture it, it grows. That's what language, that's all language is. But language is of the computer. Like, you know, that's how we program computers. Binary comes from Egypt. And we would say that's computer, but that's how you break down math easy. We'll get into that too. I don't want to say there's mathematical magic. And definitely it is, because numbers mean a lot. In fact, a little bit more than letters do, but so do symbols. Because symbols can say a lot more. You know what I'm saying? We spell the word battery, but we see the symbol right there. You don't really have to actually write the word battery. If you know that symbol, then you'll know that that means battery. But the ignorance of the world is oh, well, I'm not in this profession, I don't need to know any of this stuff. Motherfucker. This world was built on symbols. This world was built on symbols. This world was built on ether. This world is much, much deeper. Okay? So trust me when I say that, man. And that's how that works. If you inscribe sigil, you carve them in the walls of your home, if you know what you're doing, you might be able to protect yourself from stuff, or you will attract certain things to you. So you have to be very careful. That's why I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm not suggesting you carve runes and stuff, and weapons and all this other stuff. I'm not suggesting that. But I'm just telling you that the technology exists and that you can tap into this shit. Don't be blind to it. Don't be deaf to it. Don't be unknowing to it. Know about this shit. Learn about this shit. If you want to get involved in this shit, that's on you. You do whatever you want to do. You're your own person. This is just a transient information class. I speak, you listen, and you get the gist of what I say. And then it's up to you to make your own decision. I'm not commanding you to follow me or do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Come on, man. What type of person would I be? That's insane. I might as well be a dictator or something. You're gonna listen to me or else, motherfucker. Yeah, come on, man. I ain't got time for that, man. I'm humble with this, man. You are like my classmates, and I humbly am here to share my notes. As always, man. Corvus Corax, man. Stating facts. I stand on volumes of this shit. You know that. That's facts. 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 Alright, y'all.